I said that I'm not gonna put my Christmas tree yet till November, but I think I changed my mind. So these little girls want to help. Good morning. It's 4:30 a.m. I alarm my phone so early because Chile have a school this morning, the intramural, and I need to prepare for her stuff. Like I need to cook her food, and I make it sure that she already wake up because she need to go get shower and dry her hair because I need to braid her hair, and her friend Ishang must be here uh, later on, so I need to be early because, and of course they need to be early there in the plaza like around 6:30. So that's the reason that I woke up so early and advance. I want her to be late, and of course I make it sure that her belly was full before she do parade the parade and cheers and yells. So that's why. And of course, I haven't slept last night. I think I'm the one so excited. Morning, Jilaylay. In the first day of Christmas, and to the sent to me. I'm just joking. My beautiful Christmas tree, the cutie cutie one, small but terrible, like me. I was already happy, even a small Christmas tree. I don't need a big one. That small one is ready enough. Wow, it's so nice and cool outside. You can feel the breeze. Really is. It's different. I'm cooking here outside um, because I don't want to really cook inside because of the smell. So by the way, I'm cooking the chicken tocino. It's so dark here. Yeah, chicken tocino, and it's boiling there right at the moment. So here's Gila. She's wearing her intramural uniform. So make it sure that she's look beautiful for her intramural. See? So she's told her to eat. I already prepared the food. How lucky she is, huh? I woke up for her very early. Jill, are you excited for your first event? She's always negative. Always say no, no, it's opposite. This is it. Oh, the cheers and yells, the model. So I'm about to sending them to the plaza, the service. Oh, looks beautiful.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, the kitchen face project is at a little bit of standstill. I had bought pre-made doors. Now that door there, that long one, that's going to use sideways as a drawer front. But I've got pre-made doors down there. I can go pick up a few more, and then I'm going to build a face that all the cabinets and drawers are going to attach in with. And what I'm doing is waiting for my KREG Pocket screw jig to come in, and I also have a dowel tool that I'm going to use on some stuff. Maybe I might use dowels. So I really just need this pocket screw. So yesterday the screws arrived, but the tool shows it's supposed to arrive today. And I've already bought the wood for it. Let me show you here. Wherever Melinda put it, they moved my stuff. Okay, here it is. And this here is a pre-primered nice wood that I bought at City Hardware. It was kind of pricey, bought the package of it, but a lot of those are going to get ripped in half into two pieces, and all be fit together. And like I say, that's where I'm going to be using that pocket screws and all, and building the face for the cabinets out of wood. Now all this is getting painted, it's not getting stained. But somebody made a comment of what a waste on the tiles when we were casting this. And I don't mean he was being facetious, okay? I'm not saying that, but he's just saying what a waste of the tiles. You know, that now we're pouring concrete over the top of the tiles. But yes, we still have a floor underneath there. That is the floor. That is the cabinet bottom. I'm not coming up in here and building a bottom in. Just like I didn't do drop ceilings in this house, because that's a whole lot of extra work. Got to put in all that either wood or metal frame, and then you got to put something kind of laminate like that hardy board they're putting, or drywall, gypsum board, or even plywood, or whatever you're going to do it with. And now you got a place for spiders to live, geckos to live, cobwebs to grow, all of that. So I eliminated all that when I built this house by embedding everything directly in, and the concrete slab is the ceiling on one side, it's the floor above it. And the same thing here. The concrete slab, the floor, the tile is the bottom of the cabinets. There's no reason to have a raised bottom in there in my book. Back in the US, buying, flipping houses and remodeling through the years, plus houses I've owned directly and personally, you know, it's always a place for a mouse or black widow or brown recluse and things to find a place to live, you know. And moisture gets in there and mildew, you don't even see it. Say like one of your drains drips right here, it gets on your plywood and your bottom, soaks through. Well, you might see the top and clean it up and paint it, but underneath it could be all black mold underneath where you don't see, and just smell, you know, all the fungus growing into the air and everything. So this is it. The floor is the bottom to the cabinet, the end. Except right here where these drawer sets will be, that'll be a void, but we can always remove the drawer and clean the floor. And let me tell you, my wife will. So I'm gonna make sure that I get sliding tracks that will release so she can set those drawers all the way out, because she will clean every nook and cranny. So this will be a big set of double drawers. There'll be several cabinet doors across right here, cabinet door here. There's going to be a drawer set here. There's going to be cabinet doors there. And then over here too, there's going to be a big drawer set. I think I'm going to divide it into two, a drawer, and then cabinets with shelves in down below down here. And we'll be retouching all the paint where a little bit of cement residue got on the texture. All that'll be painted up, done nice. I mean, looking top notch. So I know this isn't the norm, but this is what I want. Now, you maybe ask yourself, why not just build it all out of wood? Well, I use the famous voice of my brother-in-law, my Filipino brother-in-law, Edgar. Well, here in the Philippines, and here in the Philippines, it is going to get ate up by bugs and rot. Hold on, I got a visitor here. So, I didn't make it up to your deal because I could not leave with my work going on. How was your cheering this morning?
Good.
Good? You got more to do still? Later? More later? Or done?
Done.
Done?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said you did the parade early.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. But you forgot your pom-poms first thing this morning when you left the house. Because you were goofy. Cool. So, anyway, here in the Philippines, as Edgar would say, here in the Philippines, the bugs are going to eat it. And Edgar's a good carpenter. My brother-in-law, he's really good at building cabinets and all. And I have seen cabinets get built, and I've seen just a few years later, you could just take your finger to the wood and put it through it, because the bugs here and all of many different kinds, not just termites. Here in the tropics, there's other things, will eat all of that resin out of the wood, because it's just like a sugar. That resin is basically a sugar. And they eat that away, and there's nothing left in there. It's just hollow, or they'll even eat the glue away. So I want to limit how much wood is in it. Now, I know I'm still putting a wood face in drawers, but I noticed usually like the doors and the drawers would still be intact. It was the wood that it was constructed with, especially where it was making contact to a surface like down below, that they would pass up and through and all. So I'm still using a wood front on it, but let's face it, if I ever wanted to update the kitchen, you would just be yanking a front and building a new front if you wanted, or your front might still be good. You just want to do new cabinet or drawer faces. This would be easy to do later down the line. So right now I'm at a standstill waiting for the tool, and then down here I'm on my grease trap that has a 2-inch in and out, and I need adapters for that, and to go in the drain pipe, and they need to be an elbow on this end. So I ordered all that, and I'm waiting for that to come in. Now, I didn't want to connect the water until that's all connected, as I said before, because then somebody will make a goof and turn on the water and we'll have a mess. So that's that. In here, Joel has been doing the same thing as he did over in our master bath. We've had a shower curtain rod in here in the CR, and I really get so tired of that shower curtain rod. And plus, there's a little bit of change in the towel right here. That drops down lower. But of course, they're taking a shower here, even with that curtain rod. Water was getting all in here on the floor, and it wet. Now, there's a drain, but still don't matter. Where you want to step out was all wet. So, same thing, this was a little oversized. I was going to have custom doors done. It was just too much money. I decided to go with off the shelves, so we have built a little extended wall. He just tiled it this morning, and now I can go buy an off the shelf and put across here like we just did in our master bathroom. Problem solved. Now this restroom has been complete. It's had a good old shower curtain, but it's a complete restroom in here. Of course, it's got some stuff scattered where we moved everything for Joel to work in here. But that's the dealio with that. Cute.
What?
She's squeezing her own cheeks again. So yesterday also, we should have done this years ago, just to be honest. We knocked down this high curb, and we poured another lead in to where we're gonna have some off-street parking right down here below. That curb was just ridiculously high and mounted up, so we reshaped our curb here the other day, and then we brought it on around and added in across right there on this corner here. The way the property lines are here, it sweeps in. So like where that wall is down there, that's your setback. That's where your property line is. And then you're supposed to sit back so far with your house. So you've got so much for sidewalk, which they planted trees there next door. And then you've got your house that's supposed to be so far back off of that. So I met everything the way I'm supposed to. And then it gets wider back here on this curve. So the property line don't stay just say like that 1 meter or whatever off the curb. It kind of swoops back, and that's why from there we end up several meters back, because that's the way the property lines are, and it swoops out. So it makes a big old place on the curve right there that is supposed to be for sidewalk for the subdivision. It'll never see it. The subdivision's defunct, and everybody has planted right on the sidewalk area. It'll just never happen. It's just never going to happen. But I basically kind of poured like where the sidewalk would be, or a little drive right there on that spot. And that'll be nice now to be able to park off the street over to the side right there. We have guests or something, they can park over there to the side. We may have more property bought in here. So can't buy any new lots in here. They're froze by the government. The government has them seized. It might take them 15, 20 years before they ever sell them by PDIC. It's going to be a complicated mess even when it happens. And then there's a lot of lots in here that people own them. They've owned them since the subdivision was brand new, and they just never chose to build. And some of those people have got older now, and kids have ended up with it, and the kids can't agree on pricing, or I want to sell, well, I don't want to sell, and all this. So you've got a handful of lots that are in that situation. Then you got some people that just own them. They're alive and well and healthy. They're well off. They just bought them as an investment years ago, and they just sat on them. So we managed to get this lot over here by us, but now we're trying to get some more. So people come in, drop in here on us, and visit with us that own the lots and stuff. They know that I kind of really take care of a lot of stuff in here. And if they got a clean lot, we try to check it out and see if it's transferable or not, because we're very familiar with the complications that have went on in this subdivision. Extremely familiar. Do a video on that someday. So we're haggling a price on some additional lots in here right now with the owner, and they bought the lots when the subdivision was brand new, before any kind of other incumbents come along on the titles and annotations and crazy deals that went on and all. So we'll see. It's not a guaranteed deal, but it's possible. And I don't know what I'll do with them. If Mel and I get them, of course, being Melinda's name, that's all right. I'd rather have money sitting in property and assets than in the bank. I know you're gonna go, well, you don't own it, you're not in the Philippines. Well, you're not a Filipino. Fair enough, that's true. That's true. Of course, my name's on the title on this, and my name, I'm shown as the owner of this house. I can own the house, can own the land, my wife can own the land, and we're married, and we got married. We did the right thing. I even got some friends that are just blatant idiots, I'll just tell you. They will not listen. They go and buy property before they even married the girl. Ain't even a guarantee they're gonna get married. You know, it's like it's a blissful new relationship, and oh, we're gonna be together forever, and puppy dogs and rainbows and sunshine, and we're gonna go into the sunset till the end. You're not even married yet, and you go, ooh, I'm gonna buy property for you. And you don't even know if the relationship's going to work out. You've never vetted it yet. You never gave it time. You've never went into the trenches with each other, worked through some difficult situations, some hard times, some losses in families and things like that. You have not vetted the situation. You just jump in and just, here's my money. Don't know if I'll ever see it again. First time I make you tampo and you kick me out, there went all my money. Yeah. I have friends that do that. That's why I try not to make advice videos, because ain't nobody going to listen anyway. They're just going to go out and do their dumb shit. And it aggravates the heck out of me. And then they don't want to talk to me. You know why? Because I'm going to remind them that they did some dumb shit, and they don't want to face about their dumb shit. So they're going to avoid me to not have to hear that they're an idiot. And they don't have any additional money to burn. When they burn that money, that's the end of that money. There's no coming back. There's no replacement funds coming in behind it. It is just gone. It gets so giddy with the whole I'm in the Philippines thing, and I'm with a Filipina, and she wants me, and she's young and pretty, and man, slow your roll. Mel and I was married for years before we even bought this place right here, and we've been through a lot in life together too. A lot. In fact, we probably went through more in our first years of our marriage than a marriage should have to go through, just to be honest. So in the quest of finishing other small things around here before we take on this other big project, I know y'all keep waiting for me to start on it. There's no facetious reason I hadn't, other than we hadn't had long enough straightforward periods of clear weather, and I want to tie up a lot of loose ends. So going up here, we always have to climb to get up there, even to clean and all. I wanted a set of steps, and we had planned for that set of steps to be there from the beginning. And I told Mike today I want to knock out another loose end, and I want to do these steps. So they were battling a little bit of how to get them laid out, and I decided to just come out here and help the boys. So let me show them this here real quick before you know. So I went ahead, we put up this plywood. We've got it level and plumb and braced off well everywhere, and then we drew the steps out perfect. I said, y'all go get another sheet of plywood, put it on the other side, match over your drawings to the other side, and then we'll end up with something good and solid here to start building the steps off of. Go ahead. So a set of steps going in here, and then there's one more set, and I'll show you that when we get to them. But once Mike gets his form in place, he'll knock the rest of it out pretty fast. He's extremely familiar with what to do on the rest of it. So that'd be nice, be able to walk right up there. I'm always going up there and climbing. Mel's always trying to climb up there. It needs to be clean right now, and we are going to be doing some work on that later on, and now we'll be able to just go straight up on it. Knocking out loose ends, that's what we're all about right now. So there will be a set of steps here today. He's got it formed, the steel in, just 5 steps. And that'll have that knocked out. We'll be able to strip off the big pieces of side forms in the morning and get all that out of the way. We'll leave the fronts on there for a couple of days. You can get on to the new thing. And there they are. They got the steps poured. And the last one will cover that. The last one will cover this right here. Once we pour this deck at a later date. So it'll come up right in front of that and over as part of the deck. So it'll be all right now. And there it is. This thing will cure in the morning. He'll be able to strip all this outer forms off, leave forms underneath it for a few days. It's just short set of steps, so there have no big heavy load or anything on them. A lot of weight, so it won't take them long. They'll be ready to rock and roll on. So there it is. That's another task done today. Just knocking these little things out, and now I'll be able to walk right up there and up onto this, and eventually we will get a slab up on top of this. That area is not really needed. The deal is that I mainly just wanted the high cover and like that gantry for working on my boat and my other projects, like I have one going on down underneath there right now. I don't really want to put a building or nothing like that on it, because we like having the straightforward view standing right here and being able to see out. So of course you can't see right now, we got this hanging here for shade while we're working, but we don't want to block that view. So it would be nice real estate though, just like have a little open deck to hang out on or something like that, like a patio. And maybe just have some little corner post or something, and pull some of this screen shade like this, and it just be a little deck area only, just a little safety rail around the edge. So I think that's just pretty much what it's going to be. Like I say, mostly it was for just the roof for my boat, and the extra real estate's just a bonus. And I mean, it ain't no big deal, but I did get another piece of the backsplash tile cut and bonded in today, and that looks, nice little accent right there. So happy with that. And my tool came in the day it was delivered. I was just talking about that for doing these pocket holes, this pocket hole jig. And it's a pretty neat tool. It comes all apart different ways, and you can snap it back together almost like a Lego, that you can use it in all different ways and formats. So it's pretty cool. It comes in a little case and everything, and got a whole lot better price here in the Philippines through Lazada than what I would have got it for in the US. A tremendous savings, even for what they were on Amazon. It was just amazing. And the company that sold this on Lazada was Far Eastern. I was just at Far Eastern yesterday. They did have some of these there on the shelf, but they were great big ones for doing way bigger holes in pocket screws. And I said, oh man, it's not what I need. But they didn't have any on the actual shelf there. So I'm glad I still ordered it. But they did have right there at Far Eastern at the store yesterday a lot of the screws of different lengths, this KREG brand. So I know that I can run right up here to the city and buy more of these screws if I ever need them. But man, I got 500 right there, probably all I'll ever need, unless I need a different length